These are things that have been. I'm seeing them here. I'm seeing vehicles crashed. I'm seeing motorbikes on the ground. And the headline says Liberia's traffic deaths among the highest in the world. Why did government cut a US $50 million facility meant to make road safer with a question mark? But quickly, let's take a look at the back page of the front page Africa newspaper. And as usual, it talks about sports. And this one says Jubilee FC can't be relegated. So quickly, let's take a look at this story that says violence, gang attacks, Aslam Meta's mind. We would like to know what happened there over the weekend. So let's just read a little. And it says, Aslam Meta, Liberia's minds over the weekend experienced a violent attack by an armed gang of unknown individuals. The incident resulted in the destruction of valuable mining assets, including vehicles and equipment, and left one employee wounded by fire gun. The injured employee is currently in stable condition and under close observation by the company's medical team. The attack was reportedly carried out by an integrated group from that's Zoe Town in District Number 2, Nimba County. The incident began the previous night when the police support unit of the Liberia's National Police barricaded several homes in Zolowe Town. The following day, a search warrant was presented to the town chief by law enforcement officers requesting permission to search certain homes in the area. During the research, several drums of fields, gallons, and other items believed to belong to the mining company were found, further escalating tensions. As the police were leaving the town, they were attacked by the angry citizens, resulting in the destruction of their vehicle and the injury of police officer and a company employee operating a machine. As a consequence of the violent gang attacks at the Tokata mine, Asina Meta, Liberia, has been forced to suspend mining activities temporarily. The damages occurred have affected normal operations leading to the departure of many workers, including foreign staff Monrovia, who left for Monrovia. So companies, mining equipment, and vehicles have also been damaged have also been damaged. And that's just a little about this story here. We are going to dive deeper into it. It says that Asna Meta right now they are not carrying on any work there because they were attacked and the situation led to some people leaving, even foreigners who are working there, they left and they came to Monrovia. This happened over the weekend in Yekepa, Nimba County, where Asda Beta experienced violent attack. But let's now turn over to Mafila Kamara for our next paper.
The Inquiry newspaper, and this is volume 33, 122. And today happens to be another edition of the Inquiry newspaper. Today is July 1st, 2023. And this paper is for us. So let's just bring you the headline on page. That is the Inquiry newspaper. We have 2023 aspirants.
Mafila, please, please. What? above so that
Okay, so we are making small adjustments here. So I guess I'm okay now. So let me just review the headlines of the inquiry paper. The front page of the paper, we have 2023 aspirants flee electoral process as NC announces qualified candidates this week. And let's take it again. 2023 aspirants lead electoral process as NEC announces qualified candidates this week. And at the front page of the current newspaper, we have NEC boss. She's posted here at the front page of this paper. So let's look at the headlines of this other story that reads Kenya receives honor at Liberia's 176th Independence Day. And of course, at the front page of this paper, we have President George Manembia along with the foreign minister Kenya, and both of them are posted on the front page of the inquiry newspaper. And the other headline reads RWL, that is the Integrity Watch Liberia Prospects Improvement Transparency. So we'll come out with bring you a gist of that story. Let's look at this other headline that reads US Disney 6 legislative seat in Liberia as range exams. Wow, that's an interesting story as well. The package of the current newspaper in is the difference of July 2023. And at the back page of this paper, we have cross-border South Guinea Liberia relationships at borderland and Labor Ministry partners hold awareness on tape. So at the back of this paper, we have the Labor Minister Charles Giffen posted at the back page of the current newspaper, so you can get yourself this paper and read the story for yourself. And at the back page of this paper, we see death trap at LPRC. So this paper always brings to you this picture of LPRC is actually bad. So the Ministry of Public Works really need to look at that and see how best to address that problem. So let's bring you the front page of the current newspaper. Let's read the other headlines for you and of course to bring your gist of the story. You have 2023 aspirants fleeing electoral process as NEC announces qualified candidates this week. And the story reads, the National Elections Commission is forced to announce the names of qualified candidates for the presidency, senatorial, and representative this week ahead of the official start of the campaign on Saturday, August 5th or August 5. This is in compliance with the 2023 elections regulation section 14.0. The commission shall publish and announce the date the official campaign shall open and close, and no political party, alliance, coalition, or candidate shall commence campaign until the campaign has been officially declared open by the commission. It continued, no political party, alliance, coalition, or candidate shall continue to campaign beyond the closing date of the campaign period, and the official campaign period shall end at midnight, 24 hours before the elections day. With this, NEC will announce the official list of those candidates of political parties. So that is a gist of the story. You can get yourself this paper and read the full details of this story. So let's bring you this plan that reads Kenya receives at Liberia's 176 Independence Day. In the story reads, okay, we are celebrating foreign Kenya Minister presents Order of Merit to Minister Kenya on behalf of President Taliska, the Grand Master of the Orders of Distinction, George Malengia, decorated and honored Foreign Minister Dimaswe Kemia, senior with the nation's highest honor. So the read the full detail of that story, the fabulous of the Inquirer newspaper, and read for yourself what these people have. So that is it for my aim. So my grace,
Thank you, Mafia. Thank you, the peace-loving people of Liberia. Okay, for my end, I have the independent newspaper. It refers to itself as Liberia's most investigative newspaper. At the front here, what I see is a quote that reads, Liberia deserves peaceful pool. So get yourself a copy and know what they are saying and why is it at this time. And on the front page of the independent newspaper today is Monday, July 31st, 2023. And this is volume 22, number 159. You can follow this paper on www.theindependent.com.or. And the price of this paper is 40 Liberian dollars. Written in red and black here on the front page of the independent newspaper is over rising military coups in ECOWAS region, Morovia worries. Wants military withdrawal from Niger presidency. I see the photo of Mikad Boss here, and I see the head of the coup there in Niger. He's in his army uniform and on the streets where they are burning cars and people are protesting and marching forward. So also on the front page of the Independent newspaper, I have this one here written in red and black with the photo of the chairperson of NEC, Madam Lasana. She's here on the front page. You can see data center on a spotlight as opposition groups complain government to ECOWAS, UNAU, and others. So get yourself a copy and see what is on this paper here. I'll flip to the back page where I'll be picking one story here from this story, and I will go back and pick that Niger story there on the front page. But before that, there's a jet that brought us to the back of the Independent newspaper, and I see the photo of the standard bearer of the CPP here, Alexander B. Kumis. He's wearing a native shirt that was neatly done, and he holds a microphone with black shades on the face of rich white and all of that. You get yourself a copy and know what he's saying. But the headline says Liberia becomes lawless. EPP Cummings laments. So Cummings added that the lawlessness is a serious threat to democracy and a risk to any nation's stability and security. Our peace is shaky. Too many Liberians are living in fear. Too many Liberians are jobless. Too many are without employable skills. Things are bad and getting worse. Homes Homes are breaking down. Families are falling apart. Children are forced to become breadwinners as drugs and crimes take over our streets and communities. Women and girls continue to struggle for protections from crimes such as rape and inclusion in national decision making, he added. In his recent Independence Day message, the CPP political leader says our nation is struggling with political insecurity and economic fragile. We are in serious trouble, my people, he declared. So get yourself a copy of this paper and hear more from Alexander Cummings. So I want us to read something about Niger because Liberia is a part of the ECOWAS community. So when our neighborhood is on fire, our stuff should be worried. So this is it. I see the photo of Minister Lecture Rennie is here. And let me read a part of this. It says, according to the government of Liberia's statement, the sad incident is reported to have begun Wednesday, July 26, when Liberia, one of African growing democracy, were commemorating its 176th independence anniversary, signaling to the rest of the continent the benefit of democracy, governance, rule of law, and peace. The statement added that the government of Liberia condemned in no uncertain terms these unlawful, illegal, and unconstitutional actions being perpetrated by elements of the armed forces of Niger and see it as an affront to the democratic will of the peaceful people of Niger who choose their leaders in a democratic process. The government of the Republic of Liberia called for the immediate withdrawal from the presidency, the military forces that have condemned of the presidency and the conditional release of the president. So get yourself a copy of this paper here. Also on the back page of the independent newspaper, I see the photo of Jetty Boss here. Hmm. He's wearing his Indian hair tie, wearing a blue shirt, and some people surround him Indian and Liberian. U.S. sent 30 million rubber factories start operation soon as Jetty announces 98% work completion.
Hmm.
Liberia new coins. Get yourself a copy and see it. Durable and easy to carry. Wow. Okay, I see. Yeah, just a average from Tiffany and LTS. I inform you all that the internet shortage these few days was due to a bad cable that were posted from Ghana to Liberia, and they have worked on it.
Hmm.
They apologize to the public. So that's what I have on my end. Nigeria is on a heavy gun attack by people from the armed forces of that country. They unseat the seated president by force. So, and also Alexander Kubis is stressing the need for inclusion and flagging the issue of rape. Liberians are suffering, Liberians are hungry, there is no law, no jobs. The lawlessness in this country is destroying this country, according to CP boss Alexander B. Cummings. That's it for my end. That's it for my end. I'll go over to you.
Okay, so thank you, Chris. Thank you for the independent newspaper. Quickly, let's go over to the Daily Observer newspaper, and it says, volume 23, number 140 of today's edition, July 31st, 2023. This paper is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. The first headlines here on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper says, how interest rates are killing entrepreneurship in Liberia. I go over it. It says how interest rates are killing entrepreneurship in Liberia. That's the first headline. It is printed in red. Coming down, the second one here says West African governments give Niger coup leaders a week to steal power. Here you can see crowd. If you are watching our Facebook Live, you can take a look at the Daily Observer newspaper front page, where the first headline is written in bold letter and it is written in red. You can see the front page there of the Daily Observer newspaper. If you are following us online, you can share our video, invite a friend to participate, and drop a comment that will be read out at the end of this discussion. The the second headlines here it says Cummings crashes gay allegations. Terms report of his involvement as nonsense. That's Cummings he trashes gay allegations. And coming here it says if Santa Kawa hits democracy, I'm going to bring you a gist of it. But just before that, let's take a look at the back page of the Daily Observer newspaper that has only one story. This story says ECOWAS court rules against Liberia in Qantas land dispute. That's a very long story, right? Yeah, a very long one. But let's take a look at this story. It says Cummings patches gay allegations, and it reads Alexander Cummings has denied any alleged involvement in gay activities, having termed the allegation as nonsense. Cummings, who is one of the three frontrunners of the October 10th polls, has heard people accuse him of being gay ever since 2017, when he first ran for president, even though there is no evidence to link him to such. They can tell you I have stolen from anyone in Liberia or anywhere in the world. Sarah Cummings, who is running for president on the, let's take a look at this story on page 10. On the collaborative political parties ticket. But all they have to say is, I am a gay man, and that's nonsense because I'm not. I am a God fearing man who believes in God. I'm happily married to my wife, Teresa Cummings, for 40 years now, and we are blessed with two children and five grandchildren. Cummings added in Bon Cummings added why in Bon County as he was being endorsed by some church leaders for the Liberian's presidency. So that was Cummings' remarks in Bon County as he was being endorsed by some church leaders there. But just before taking a break and then go to our discussion for the day, let's take a look at the editorial here on the Daily Observer newspaper. And I'm told it's on page 4. So, what's the jet that's taking us there? Okay, so it's a very interesting, very, very much interesting editorial here. And it says, Chief Sansan Kawa, chairman of the National Traditional Council of Liberia, has accused what should be the nation's most unifying platform to sow seeds of division while attempting to use the heroic of unity. While serving as National Independence Day orator on July 26th, Kawa accused the political opposition of fighting the president while endorsing the second term bid of President George Manuel Weah, touting him as the one who feeds the people. Just those two phrases alone from the country's chief traditional leader had revealed his displeasure with democratic governance. The phrase fighting the president apply a range of actions and language depending on one's perception. That's a little of the editorial from the Daily Observer newspaper. So, Chris, have anything in your paper that should be read before we take our break or our
Okay, for me, I like reading Benin's person. Everything you want like what problem, right?
filler?
So, our editor say like what deserve a peaceful pool. I said on 19 July 2023, an anti-corruption program organized by the Senate Bureau of the Liberia People Party (LPP), Councillor Tewonse Gonglo, was violently disrupted by some individual believed to be hooligans. During the violence, the Liberian People Party (LPP) political leader, along with his wife and running mate in the 2023 legislative and presidential election, Dr. Emmanuel King Yakawolo, were hurriedly shooed and hostile into their pickup vehicle and subsequently whistled up to safety, according to multiple eyewitnesses. The disrupted who suddenly show up at the program. Okay, that's it. I can read all the editorial,
So,
but
Samira, maybe
come here. Let me
okay.
just talk about editorial before I go over to Samira. It's talking about the upcoming things that will happen during the election. And we're just giving clue to Jawon Goglu anti-corruption campaign that we're hosting where it was disrupted by some unknown men they refer to as. So if you read the whole story, you get to know what my video for.
Okay, let me just read you an interesting story here from our man, Simon Freeman. And the headline reads, Simon Freeman picks a brown skin legacy. So let's read your gist of this story. The Senate Bureau of Progressive Change and lambasted the late chance for doing nothing to improve stop Barcelonans, despite making a lot of money while the NPC leader also disclosed that Bronsky, while took a whopping US 125,000 every 3 months for Miata still as a lawyer, but failed to also recondition any of the roles in the he made the assertion over the launches. Okay, so that just it. If you want to read it, of this story there, grab yourself the Inquirer newspaper if you have it for yourself.
Okay, and you can also log on to www.liberiaobserver.com online to get this daily paper online. So with that, we'll take a short break, and once we get back, we will dive into our discussion for the day and later open up the phone lines so that the public can be able to participate. Okay, so that's it. Welcome back. You are listening to Voice of Liberia 104.1, and we are located at Capital Bypass. Currently, the program to this paper on your FM. And this show is where we digest all of the information we can use within the print media. I am Semiria Wonla, and I'm here with Chris Williams Joshua alongside with Marfila Kamara. If you are following our Facebook Live, we urge that you share the live videos or invite a friend to participate in whatever comments that will be dropped there will be read at the end of this discussion. So, over to our discussion for today, we have two things that we will be talking about. First, we will talk about the NEC matter, where the NEC is to bring up the final candidates who will be participating in this year's October 10th elections. We will go over to Mafina so that she can bring us update with that. I don't know as if Chris has something from our end that we could talk about, but for my end, we are going to discuss the incident with the accident matters his company in Yekepa, Limba County. Their company were attacked by some armed men, and it was because it was said that there are angry crowds because some police officers they went there and they gave their search warrant to the chief, and then they went in some of the houses and they saw some of the ore, some of the mining products in some of the residence houses, some of the residing houses, right? And they saw it there, and while leaving from there, it was how angry crowd decided to go against them and attack them. And I think while leaving from there, the other two police or all that they saw them within their house. So they decided to attack them. Here I'm seeing vehicles is poured, and I'm also told that one of the employees he's in good condition now, but he is he is in the hospital right now as we speak. And we will talk about that. We'll go over that because these things is not supposed to be happening once the search warrant was given by the chief. I think if this police officer they went there and they saw mining or properties there, they saw all there, they saw some of the things there, they were just to take it and leave instead of angry crowd going down them. Presently, I'm told that Aska Meta they go on hold because of what happened. Some of these people who are there, foreigners who are there working, they also left from Yekepa, they came to Movio, and the place is not operating currently. So we will also talk about that. But let's go over the NEC first before.
Yeah, anything so far we have read in the paper that they will be putting out names or announcing the names of qualified candidates this week. And I think we several when it was also the information that were presented by aspirants, but they are not candidates, they are aspirants presented to by them to the NEC was it was something that commission was verifying was there to verify them to lose to whatever. I mean if in the that particular locality for that specific amount of time that is required by the law. So I guess that the NEC is all right. So I guess NEC has verified all of that documents, all of the information that was sent to them, and they are about to announce the candidates that were qualified or that is qualified for the 2023 elections. Yeah. So the papers we saw in the media or on Facebook, people, I mean, congratulating aspirants. It was not the official certification from NEC. It was not NEC verifying them or telling them, say, "Oh, okay, you are allowed to run." It was just information presented by the aspirant to NEC to verify that information.
So
So
now
once,
this
yeah,
week they will be coming up with
yeah, they verify candidates, people
um,
that will be running for the 2023 elections come October. But the information that was presented by the aspirant to NEC was just something to verify that information, like that date of birth, how many years they spent in that particular locality for which they want to run for, maybe senator, representative, or even president.
okay.
Okay.
So Chris, what do you have to say about
Okay, so like my video said, the NEC is the only body included to certificate who will be contesting in the upcoming election, and I'm proud of them for the level of work they are doing across the country. Like I read from my people about Niger, democracy across Africa has remained questionable. Our people are not patient when it comes to accepting to press the highest seat, which is the presidency. If they see, like for instance, like your experience of own takes for 14 years, and Niger has gone into this, Mali is into it, and a lot of African countries are copying the coup, and Guinea were into it, the FIDE, and they are using the cool methods of getting into power, which our government strongly condemned. So for NEC to be doing this kind of a work across our country, all I can say is thumbs up to His Excellency Dr. George Maniwia, because other countries around us are not heading to the peace mandate and they are not keeping to the democracy. We say after your terms, go for election. In fact, when you go for election, the army can take over one day and take you from power. This is something we should really condemn. And so I want to say thank you to NEC and to all political parties and senators, candidates that are contesting. Please, the only person included or authority to give you certificate to contest this election is the NEC. And I also want to say for my own people about that is anachronism.
Yeah, okay.
There's money we're talking something again. Like I always tell people, don't tell us our problem, okay? Don't tell us we are suffering. Don't tell us we are hungry. Don't tell us we are uneducated. Don't tell us we are sick. Don't tell us we lie in the waters.
Tell how you can
Tell
help
us
us.
what the plans you bring to table to take us from this situation. Because like Brett is 176 years old. Just minus 76 years from 176 will be left for 70. 70 years we've been governed by people that we know that they did not meet our desire, quote unquote, what we want. There were some mistakes along the line. 14 years, almost 30 years of that part where from one coup to another coup, from one
Mm-hmm.
conflict to another conflict. mm, We have we are very unstable.
Mm-hmm.
So don't tell us the problem that we already know exists, but come with tangible solutions. Like Mr. Freeman said the last time, if he become president, there will be no taxes. Freeman.
Mhm.
And said there will be absolutely no taxes,
Mhm.
no income taxes. They will cancel everything. So that's his own plan of redeeming Liberia. So Mr. Cummings, we don't want all of these things, lawlessness. We already know these things exist. Some of them exist. What is the remedy? What's the solution you bring to the Liberian people? That's what I have to say from my own side. Or the question I'm asked. So what is the solution to this problem? We know these problems exist. What we want now is solution ahead of our election. We want solution. We want somebody that can tell us, okay, I want to contest. This is my platform. This is what I'm coming to do. This is what I'm bringing to the table. This is the change I want for Liberia. Maybe if you think that we don't have this change, show what the strategy you will use.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's my
Mhm.
own takes on what he said this morning.
But
Okay. Go ahead.
But then I think over time, Kumi has been making that very clear to us for us in the media that he also stressed on leadership, bad leadership in the country.
Okay.
And in order for those power like you mentioned in that newspaper to be addressed is to change of leadership. So which means the person that governing us now we need to change him and bring Kumi where he will be able to, solve all of our problems that we are facing in the
Yeah,
country.
because
Yeah,
he's the fixer.
yeah.
So
So,
So
Mafia,
mm,
I agree with you, but we here to change the leadership and Liberian put decision right. So you keep being in private sector and be facing these things.
maybe he
yeah,
feels
why
that
I'm facing
government, when you are in a government, is, or let's just say, or higher hands, the government, when they are doing things, is respected and everything, because one might say, let's take a look
say
at maybe that's how he's thinking. But let's take a look at the drug issue. Hmm? The rehabilitation center. People, they are trying their best.
You know,
Arrest the law is just
coffee
some
with
people.
Jojo.
Yeah, coffee or Jojo, they are trying with it, right?
Mhm.
But then people might come up and say, these people they are doing their best, but if government come up and then they say that they want to build a rehabilitation center, it will be more faster,
Yeah,
and
because
it
they
will
have
work,
the
yeah, because
resources.
they have everything. So maybe Cummings too, he's wanting to get in that seat first before he starts to take
Oh,
on of
so
these
like you people
initiatives.
say it's like for me, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything this morning for anybody. I will give it raw.
No, but the thing is,
Okay?
Grace, the thing is, everybody is entitled to their view.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
entitled to your view. I'm not too entitled to my
What
view.
I'm trying to say, when you are saying it and somebody on the
Ah,
radio, they feel some kind of way you call and you express yourself. If you feel that expressing yourself within a 1 minute will not get you, then you come
come
on
and
air
air
and then
airtime.
you
So
go
like
ahead.
my
But
Fidia
everybody
said,
entitled to their
like
view.
my Fidia said he has been addressing these issues in the media.
Yeah, you
And
been
the
talking
best
about it.
solution he has been giving is to remove government,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
yeah.
because you feel that
Remove
that's
bad
the best way. Yeah,
governance.
yeah, to
So
solve the
me, my
problem.
own recommendation to you, Alexander Cummings, your follower CPP, before you come to pin this house, you can pin the horse in there. You can pin a dirty horse where they throw everything on everything there filthy. The first thing you need to do is clean your surrounding. There are a lot of proud and selfish people around you that don't mean well for you. People feel they're pushing your agenda, but they're not pushing your agenda. They're just there to take your money and do what they want to with it. The only advice I get for you, you can serve for the private sector. You contesting is good. You come into the race, studying the labyrinth, what you want to do for them. We the labyrinth agree. You don't know if they will elect you this coming election. Nobody can tell. But what we want you to do, you people should have started working for the private sector before coming. Like for instance, I just mentioned the drug law that will pass in the coffee with Jojo. Jojo is nobody in this country. She's not into any elected position, right? But she's already giving back to society. There is no one you will mention her name to immoral. I didn't know her. She's contributing immensely to the young people of this country. You, Alexander Kumi, we know you're doing your best in some way, but you still need to upgrade, leave that comfort zone of yours and get on your feet. All these things you need here. Most of it can be addressed in the private sectors. Most of it, you talk about lawlessness. Librarians are not protected. Come on with private security, you will even get money for it. You talk about women inclusion. Local Alama Dempster, he not into elected position, but he advocate every day for the establishment of World Economic Crown Court and women inclusion.
Mhm,
With you talk about what it is, decision making, national decision making. NEC have to go there few days, but it Mafia and myself talking about it, the inclusion for the Washington agreement, women 30% inclusion. Have your CPP been able to stand with it when yet? We know that there are still lapses. Women inclusion start with us. So all these things you listing cannot be done on the fence. We know you are vying for a higher seat, which is your right. I support that. Any Liberian can be ready to support your presidential bid. But the fact here is, do not sit on the fence and criticize. Tell us what you were doing to become president. And secondly, the little impact you're making now, I want the Liberian people to look at.
Mhm.
Don't just list the problem and say the only recommendation are to remove the government. Imagine if we put you there tomorrow as a president. So you won't tell me that you will not get no problem at all. You will not get no hitches. There will be no suffering. There will be no lawlessness. There will be no drugs. There will be women inclusion. Everything will be perfect.
That's what he's saying.
It's not
So if
true.
we if we go into all, we expect that the country will not be less
No problem will be in the country. No mistake. It's not possible.
situation. Yeah.
Lawmakers and politicians should be honest with us. We should start facing the country for ourselves, from the family line. Let us start with our family, our individual, ourselves. You know, one person I like, of course, now I'm not that close. That man they call Lawrence Public, Pastor Lawrence Public.
mhm,
Changing man, changing attitude. The change we all want in this country start with ourselves. We're talking about Niger today, jumping in the street. Like the orientation they been having
mhm.
for the army to overthrow it. And one day, as soon as my feet are being taught in Dutch in later they play. before they came up with it. We're talking about people stealing Honorable Gonglo when we're on the street, which we condemn. That's something that was premeditated. They thought about it. And when we have good upbringing, I don't think these things will be happening.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And my own point
And
I want to make this
and
morning.
my point here is that these people, like Grace, she was saying, you said that maybe he's thinking that if he go to power, all of these things will be no more in the country. Let me just tell you something. Politics is a very dirty game. All of these people, majority of them you are seeing that's going to your community, passing around and telling you, if I get to power, I will do this. If I get to power, I will do this. As soon as these people hit the seat, it turns different. Very different. Very different. Things that you expected them to do, they won't do it. They will not do it. That is just how politics is. Politics is, I mean, they will try to get your attention. At the end of the day, you go and put your trust in them. Some of them might do few, and others might not. They will just enrich themselves and their children and their future.
Mhm.
And they are taking politics to be money making thing in Liberia, where if you have a little money, you don't want to invest it into business. Or there you go with Bwaka Sharif. He's going to create jobs for more Liberians. He's going to put food on some family tables. And these are the
He
things
had
that
to
we
be
need. We
representative
don't need people
or senator before he
who
do
will
that.
come and want to contest for
But
the
then
position as a senator.
one
Mhm.
thing we should know that we can't stop others from exercising their constitutional rights.
So my feeling
So is Elizabeth means that
is
is his right to contest as president
Yeah,
or
that's
um,
what I
whoever
said.
president in the country.
the
Yeah.
thing is
So when
we are
he's
not
coming up
saying
with his platform saying that when he is elected, he will get rid of lawlessness in the country, he will make sure that more women be included in his
Tina,
government. Then I think it is his platform, and based on that, the Liberian people will be able to vote him. So that's
yeah,
his platform.
that's his platform. We are
Mhm.
not saying everybody in Liberia they are entitled to their right. We are
Definitely.
entitled to go and run for the representative position, the senatorial position. But our point on the radio is that our thing that we are making Liberians to understand is that we are not saying that you cannot go into politics. It's your money.
Mhm.
If the Liberian people want you, they will vote you. Yes, you can stop it. But our point on the radio, what we are trying to tell people is that politics is not all about going there because you want to get money for yourself, because you want to enrich yourself. Business, you create jobs for other people. It pays.
Okay,
We are not stopping anybody from going into politics, but look around Mafila. Majority of the stores you are seeing is owned by the Fula people or the Lebanese people. And we have Liberians working for them. So if you are a representative, you try to look within that direction, or of giving some Liberian job, the money will be coming to you, right? And you'll be able to feed some people. I mean, so it's our point we are
just
speaking
to
from.
let's print out what Peter said, and I want to read what he said for us to better understand. He said, in his recent Independence Day message, the security political leader says, our nation is struggling with political insecurity and economic uh, fragile. We are in serious trouble, my people, he declared. International financial institutions are keeping us on economic life support all across the country. In every political parties, Liberians are suffering.
Mhm.
Mm.
Serious international investors are not finding our country to be a suitable destination for
Mhm.
investment under President Biya, he noted. According to him, the government is corrupt, wasteful, divisive, irresponsible, and cannot be trusted to obey its own laws. He noted that even worse, the Weah administration does not know what is going on. Nana me say, oh,
Mhm.
inside the government is wasteful, divisive, irresponsible, and it cannot be trusted.
Mm.
Like Samira said, we are in a political
Corrupt.
era, so
Mm-hmm.
you're expecting a lot
People
from
will be coming.
politicians.
So that what we
Yes, so
saying
they will
now,
come
what
out
my
on
Peter
a platform.
say, my
They
Peter
will
said they
come
should
out
come
on
out and
a
tell us
platform,
what, even me
everybody.
myself saying it, tell us why we should vote for you and stop Nimi and Shimi. Nimi and Shimi will not make a Liberian people to know your platform.
Mhm.
If you call all these problems, what is solution? We already know you saying this thing. You have said it 100 times. What platform are you bringing that when you are elected that you will not fall into pray the same things you saying? How do we checkmate you? We'll checkmate you for the things you tell us the solution you find. And tomorrow when you are elected, you will say, okay, when before I could contest this post, I said that we will hold lawlessness as a serious issue through my administration, and this is the format we will use. Then we can checkmate you for it. But you can just come out and listen, talk jargons, just say things without any solution to this problem.
Mm,
So it's not even possible that when we elect you, we'll not even face the same issue.
mm,
I
We
think now what
will
we should
face
be
the same
discussing.
issues.
I think now what we should be discussing because when you talk about solution, you always profess yourself as the solution to Liberia's problem.
How will he be the
So the
solution?
only
What
way
mechanism will use to
so
be
the only
solution?
way all of the problems we are facing in Liberia can be resolved is to elect him as president of the Republic of Liberia. So that's a solution there, and that's a solution in profess. That's
Okay,
a
so
solution.
I think you are for joke because there is no government that is free of problems. There is no leadership even at our university soup. Sometimes there can be misunderstanding. Okay, but if you are coming to contest for a particular post, they come to the student body and tell us what the future they will bring. And the last time I listened to one boy from Scotland, he was telling me, he said when we win this election that I'm contesting for, the way they cow feces, all on the campus here, we've tried to, be able to put it and get to the owners of the cow to find solution. That he
Okay,
who
so
can he bringing
I told you that was one of the when he's elected. So
ahead,
that
but
particular position, that's the way
just say here
everything
is
that will happen.
the difference here is we making the same point, but we just saying it from different angle. That Alexander Cummings, these people are saying are fine. I respect your point of view. You are Liberian, your view is respected, you have the right to contest. Okay? But it's not possible that all these things you're saying that when you become president, none of it will happen. And the mechanism you put in place, your platform you bring in, you have not told the Liberian people, but you only listing our problem.
okay,
So
so
let's
it's 11:22 already, and at 12 we will be calling it a day yet. But just before going to the front lines, I want us to take a look at what happened in Yekepa, Limba County. Grace, about you heard you listened to the video, right?
mhm.
Yeah, and Arsenal Mental, as we speak currently, they are not working because they were attacked by some armed men. And one of their employees was shot. He's doing fine, but he's in the hospital in their vehicles, even the police vehicles, they were damaged too. And it reached to a point that foreign workers they had to leave from Yekipa to come to Monrovia. And this incident occurred when there was a warrant they
Mhm.
gave to the chief, or the chief gave them warrant, the police,
Mhm.
for them to go and search citizens' houses in Yekipa.
That live by the company
Yeah,
within the confines of the.
yeah, yeah.
So it seems that they were taking the people material, carrying it to their houses.
Exactly.
Okay.
When they went there, when they went to search there, they found all they
Mhm.
found other mining materials.
Mhm.
So while taking it and leaving, it was how angry crowd came up. This incident it broke up. Yeah, but guess what do we have to say to that?
Like I told you earlier, Liberians will not change.
Mhm.
Okay? The war that we had, it has a serious effect until we are helped and we are decentralized when it comes to our mind. Psychosocial counseling, real psychosocial counseling. Like I told you the last time for counselor, Gonglo protest, I feel like I'm getting angry with me that Liberian are not saving lives because of the war. And people get in the street to go protest, you will see other people will join in the street for counter protest. Even so
Mhm.
can face the same issue. Because
Mhm.
the war we have in our country, all our people face to go get on the street, like to go kill
Yeah,
and loot
because
and loot. So I highly condemn this.
Mhm.
As Military is a tax-paying company within this country. A lot of our brothers and sisters are going to school because of the scholarships they offer to Liberians. Their money they pay every county they are operating in have a budget in what they generate. So I condemn the fact that citizens will go and loot the people property. We should change in this country for once. Now we hear small thing we go and see.
They even fire somebody.
Can you imagine?
Mhm.
This is very bad. What are you going to do on those things? What the money company get? Are you going to use your equipment on?
Took the people all.
Can you
People,
imagine?
people who helping you. People who helping you at the end of the
Yeah,
day, take
get
it.
it. And I
Presently
police here.
now, right now, these people now they are not working. Foreign workers who are there, they came to Monrovia to sit down because of what happened, and
They
now
live
they are
here for
not
their
writing.
lives.
They are going backwards right now because they're supposed to be going forward. The few days or weeks that they will spend not working, they should be done with some kind of work within there. But now they are not working because of Liberians' behavior. People came at your
The
place
problem
and
will
they saw things. They are working things. They
take it
saw
peaceful for
all.
you.
And at the end of the day, you even went back to fight them. And people term it as angry crowd.
Mm.
Is that how somebody can be angry?
The
I
problem
don't know.
will,
People, you have to be very civilized in Liberia. If this thing happen, if even the police people that went there and saw these things and they were possibly taking it out, you have a rightful way to channel it that it will be settled. See what happened at the end of the day. You shoot somebody.
You taking life. What you going to use? What you going to do
You
with the
spoil
things that you
people
taking?
cars.
Yeah, can you imagine?
the problem will lawless behavior in the country is on the rampage. It's very, very rampant in this country. Just yesterday, where a son with citizen Sheme in one Nigeria shopping. I tell you, it's not easy. Just a soccer tournament. Well, we all know that once it is in one person you have to win, another person,
Yes,
yes,
it's the beauty of the game.
it was different. It was actually different from what I experienced on the field yesterday. It's just upon us, for us like in the media, that for us like a platform like this to continue talking with our people
Mhm.
to post stop to violence acts. Because they were not easy material, I had to run,
Can you imagine?
serious running to my left
Hmm.
because the rank was just coming from all angle, from all
Hmm.
angle. Just
Thank God
player,
nothing happened to you.
yes, players from New Jersey SA and that of Nigeria Shapi, like they're peaceful tournament. And they actually had a tournament in honor of President Josh Manuela. They
Look at
still in
it.
peace business.
Mhm.
Yes, say, oh, you can't play for us to make sure that they
Yeah,
stray here or let it be peaceful, I mean, be peaceful ahead of the election. And it
They
just turned
start
out to be
chunking
some
ra.
kind of way. So
That's
even
a
God for that
disgrace
Chelsea
to
man
us.
here, I was focused on my camera yesterday, going live, explaining what happened to those people that were watching. And all of a sudden, one of us just came to me, who might say, you get it going live, the talking right, you say going live, man. Before I make up my mind, the whole place all sat down. I had to run for my left. They think I took it, I shot my transport pocket. Because usually when commotions is that people can come for that after you for your valuable things. Yeah, so to be on the safe side, I took my phone, I put in my transport, I started running.
The violence too
Okay.
much
It's too
and
much.
CPP
So
hostel
upon us,
and
it's
see
planning upon us to
yes.
continue talking about it.
CPP hostel the similar tournament in Tinko village. Where saw us. The lady went in her fence where residents get our houses to go host the league. So they kick the football pool at in your own of us.
Mm,
When they kick the football pool at in your own of us.
mm.
We go talking to the level and start costing. People are very arrogant in their country when you see
Sometimes,
top players they want you around.
sometimes you can really
Liberian
wonder how
you.
people can really
The way
behave
you
that way.
handle issue,
Imagine.
the way you handle issue,
Yeah.
it matters.
Why you want to law stop and where somebody else's own law
Of
begin?
course, the way we handle issue within this country,
Like
Honestly, in this
police
country
went
now,
for the fight that they got warrant and they went
mm-hmm.
to search your house.
In the
Is that
capital.
something for you to say angry crowd will even go back at them to go
Because they
and
were careful.
demonstrate?
the two the freedom of speech, the freedom of movement in the
It's too
country,
much.
making people to go drunk. Making them drunk to the
Ah.
extent they don't even respect the rule of law.
The parents then they were already guilty because they knew that they
But
stole from the
why will
company.
Liberia National Police get warrants to search your house
They
at
stole
the end
from
of the
the
day?
company.
You go behind them and start throwing them, start doing things.
Then arrest
The
people
parents
out
they will get a
and
lot of
But
people yesterday that
the really here it says that the it says incident has prompted President Metal Liberia to call for okay. It says to call for administered of, for a thorough investigation by the Justice Ministry and Ministry of Defense to
Mhm.
identify and prosecute those responsible for the attack on its operations.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So that's the only thing
And
that
it's
needs to be
very serious. The violence within this country, we are nearing this election period. We are in election. Just August
very,
5th,
very bad.
campaign will be open. This is how we will be going to campaign with violence. And the
Yeah.
youth, we have to stop the violence. You see, I always tell people, if you go in the streets, every day I can tell people, people can feel the campaign. Almost everybody in Liberia, they are angry.
Mhm.
When you
What
go
makes
in
them
the
angry?
street,
You don't know.
you pray to whosoever is supposed to pray to at your house. Avoid temptation in the streets.
Mhm.
Because now there's people just hurting for nothing. Look
Nothing.
at the man in the street to that asthma metal business. Though he's feeling fine now, everything went well, and he's in the hospital, but he fell for nothing
Mhm.
because he was shocked. If you are going the street, so people go in the street, if you try to argue with them at the end of the day, they start showing someone they hit you some kind of way, they run away. Nothing will come from out of it. We
Yeah.
have to be careful. The violence within the country is too much.
Too much.
We have to be careful. Police people, they appear here and they were giving warrants to search your house. You allow them to carry on the search as simple as that. We shouldn't be angry cry again. If you these people that enter your house and they scatter things the way you are not feeling good about it, you get a rightful way that you will channel it, it will be handled rightfully. But we have to stop with the violence within this country. It's not good for Liberia. It will not take us forward. We are seeing where we came from. The peace within Liberia has maintained its peace. So we have to stop being violent and be able to handle issue, be able to channel issue the rightful way. It's going to help Liberia. It's going to move Liberia forward. Not everything you will
Yes.
do with violence. Yes, my
Yeah, it's just bad. Again, very mistake that young people, when it comes to addressing issues or talking about issues, they don't even know how to
Mhm.
go about it.
Even
Even
argument, Martina.
I'm telling you seriously, I can even be afraid to get involved with met, even relationships and what
Look at you
sorts
talking
of
about relationship. Look at the one
Argument.
big
I don't mean about
Naomi.
it.
Look at Naomi video on the social media. What a big that girl.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What?
So even English in other talks there, somebody who I don't really know to just talk about politics or any other issue I can be afraid. Because I don't
It
know
was
what that person will
safe.
do next.
It's safe.
I don't even know what that person will do next because the fact is a person scenario to to push your idea to be able to understand what they are
Me,
trying to
as
say.
soon as
So
I'm
the moment you try to beat this to the argument, then you get
as
messed
soon as
again.
I'm trying
You
to make
remain
it somebody
stressed.
to understand something that I know is true and you are going contrary to it. When I try to make it to understand and you
You don't
start to
understand. I'm
shout,
shouting
I
out.
forget about
You
you.
don't have to be mad. Be more on saying that there because nobody get
Simple.
authority over me here.
So this
Very
one is
bad, very, very out of
a
hand.
boost to Liberia and congratulations to our nation too. Let me just read out. I say Liberia becomes the world's largest flag, overtakes 30-year rival Panama to become the world's number one ship registry. It says for the first time in 30 years, Panama is no longer the world's largest ship registry. Rival Liberia has overhauled the Central American nation in terms of gross tonnage in new data issued by Clarkson's research. The Liberian flag now has a 2.2 million GT lead over Panama at the top of the registry rankings. Its fleet growing by 5.6% so far this year, according to the Clarksons. In terms of the numbers of ships on their books, Panama retains a healthy lead of more than 3,200 ships. So it says Liberia flag now has a 2.2 million GT lead over the Panama at the top of the registry ranking. Congratulations to Liberia. I followed that over the weekend and it's a boost. Congratulations to us because once it's Liberia, it's for Liberians. If you are just
I guess
joining
you
us,
people are just saying, well, I know.
if you are just
Anyone
joining
be
us, you are listening to the Voice of Liberia 104. You want to make this part small. I want to see.
Yeah, yeah, the papa singing you want to go first.
Uh,
Oh, you
What's the
can
name?
listen to it.
Okay. Sorry. But preach, you see the spirit feel the papa can see all my people. So now if you
Grace,
scary one, what people
Grace,
be right, they come and see you one,
Grace,
don't do so.
you won't cause trouble here.
Okay.
You won't cause trouble. So if you are just joining us, this is Source of Liberia 104.1. We are located at Capital Papas and we are on the program today's paper with Samira Mulai, Grace Williams Joshua, and Mafila Kamara. Together we are digesting all of the information making news within the print media. If you are following our live, share the video, drop a comment, and it will be read out later. It's about time that we go to the phone lines because we don't have time to be able to talk to our listeners. So you can call us on 0770907907, 0880907. I go over it again, 0770907907, 0880907. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are live.
I mean, this is something calling for Central people.
Go ahead.
Yeah, talking about kumis.
Hmm.
Why you bring it on the table? But I don't know. Like kumis said, the other people there say we are tired of suffering.
It
They
was
say what is man for that particular protest? You understand? You have money for missing. Up to now, nobody can be seen. I don't know. I mean, they are just there to make the numbers.
okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So my brother just wanted to us about the entire suffering protest our hell in. Let's
Yeah.
take this to Starline.
Morning.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead and tell us the name.
Yeah, this is Samuel Kwakwan from CC.
Okay.
Yeah, you got me?
Yeah. You are live. Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, my extension have been going to Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Liberia, I don't know whether there's anyone living in Liberia or people living in Liberia. Recently, when I was so talking, I got or what I saw dogs, cats, rats, birds, and in the dump. Alright, now you go to the human being. They were born in Google human being, especially in the dump. So, you just got, where we going? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's not the topic
See,
under
the country
discussion.
turning to something. Friend, go
Okay,
on beating
so
her friend. Want to say that
you
was not taller.
She be
you
the girl.
I'm telling
She
you
you,
really flock
be
that
the
girl. They
girl
will
with
not do
fire.
that
Even
back
if
then.
I
They
get
can
I'm,
see
that's
that
we
they flapping
I'm
your friend
telling
like
let's
that.
just
So.
put it business and I carry far
no,
off.
that's only violence we are talking about. So what right she get to go beat on
That's
get
super
another
flocking
person
she
like
get a
that?
girl.
She
Beat
even
the
put
person, I expect to say
she put
that you're
pepper
talking. So
within the
even if
girl
you're talking, say you
eyes.
don't even
I
have
know
no
what I
right to
feel.
beat the
Yeah,
person like
yeah, I
that.
beg you.
So you
I will
call
not do
us
it, you.
you call us on 0770907907,
Anything,
0880907. We talked about the Asana Meta thing where okay,
man.
let's take this
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, tell us any where you calling from.
This is political sign. You want to collect the sign. You got to put this in our time for real election of the president
We
Okay.
hear
and
you say your point.
and the development of local country. Thank you for the professional discussion. You know, one thing I like about you, you always say president for people of master to lower actually a foreign country. You know, so now come check out all this saying other thing. Maybe that's going to buy churches and just put together and just go say, go, maybe we'll put you as a lead t-shirt for you, we'll put you they come out and they say, we let you. Get us some money. I want to put it in I want. And there's another could be speaking how best and you should be teaching my attitude of the youth and how protected talking about drugs and other things talking about women. Mainly the women. Look, I get girls. And that
Mm-hmm.
is says, well, I have girls. I get two girls, one boy. So, me, I've been discussing my daughter because I don't even want public quarter or check the level. Me, who was in full water, one bag
Mm-hmm.
of water. They can go them and so way. That's what I will tell you. Let me give me an to their
Okay.
jam jam there.
Okay, thank you.
And we
Okay.
did discussing the women now. The women are in the of the country now. Before they were not part of the country. One, what I'm saying, women are taking part of what? Not the senator, vice president, talk about registration, other things. Before we be taking about president. But now the foreigners are crossing in this country, my sister, brother, those who listen to me, we don't need that. Like those who live in 1997 who start eating on the door and other things. To occupy war, the this and that, the tradition
Okay,
war.
thank
Who
you.
know
Thank you.
about it? They will not talk about president in this country. We don't need foreigners. We need
Okay,
confidence, we
my
need job.
brother.
The youth are sitting in a cash. We don't need that one. Thank you, my sister.
Thank
Okay.
you. Just on the women is taking pain for the violence
Thank
thing.
you
So
so
my same person of women that the way I will get paid yesterday, they will have to be advocating for men too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I
Because
get drop a hospital, she will walk for you. Good
good
morning.
morning.
Hello.
Yeah, your name and
Hello.
where you calling from?
Good morning.
good
How are you?
morning.
Yeah,
Good
brother,
morning.
what's up? Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Shad Biggie, and I'm joining from my residency district 4.
Mm.
Aisha, go
You know,
ahead.
first I would like to speak to Kumi's issues. You know, Kumi, those that are behind Kumi's marketing, Kumi, they know that Kumi is not marketing more. So they have tried as possible as they can to market for me. But you see, there are certain things that in Liberia here, we the ordinary people we go through. You know, the first thing I love about the Liberian people, whenever they choose you, it is you that they are with, no matter what happens, no matter what others will say.
So straight to the point, my brother.
Okay, what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is, Mr. Kumis has said that he is the solution to the problem of Liberia. Something that the Liberian people don't see it in him, even attitude, because you have the likes of Musa Birite around you. You got a likes of Benjamin Sapi who took out 45,000. I mean, there are so many people around Kumis. If you come went on the radio to say that in fact taxation is not a crime, because Musa Birite refused to pay tax to the Liberian government. Kumi was asked that question as to what as to how you see the refusal of Musa Birite to pay tax to the Liberian government. Kumi said taxation was not a crime. Can you imagine that? This
Okay.
is asking the Liberian people to make him president.
Okay.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Keep putting your calls on 0770-907-907, And if you are just joining us, you are listening to Voice of Liberia 104.1, your favorite and biggest radio station within Liberia. Let's take this person. Good morning. Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Walk away from your monitor.
Okay, anyway.
Go,
Uh,
go ahead.
I'm Dalit calling from Charleston.
Okay, turn it down.
Actually, Kumi Queen is clear. The thing is not about Kumi election or whatever, but at least he spoke fact. They are politicians. They are politicians. Any honor politician can say what is happening in your country, it must be proved. That's just a fact. They will hurt people. So Kumi, for me, I know that Kumi is going to win because he don't
Oh,
have
you know you will
popularity in
not
his
win,
youth.
eh?
Yes. But the fact must be true. I'm
What
telling
is
you, that's
fun?
just the fact. The country is
I'm
going
talking
The
about.
fact
bad.
that
The
the
country
constitution
has
is
failed.
talking about
So
primary
let's
school,
talk about it. I don't think I want to be discussed. I want
Yeah, it
that
shouldn't be
is true.
discussed, eh? Okay,
go
thank
ahead,
you.
my brother.
Yeah. So thank you.
Okay.
You
How you will say that you come and make education saying the country is dollars and the government makes money to this, that it shouldn't be discussed. We here to talk about national issues, my brother. If
what?
you say things will have solution, we'll talk about it. If you want to listen to us switch, there are many channels, just turn it down and listen to another person. But once you listen to the station, we will tell you what you're supposed to know.
Okay, so you call us on 0770-907-907-088-0907907. We have no, that's 16 more minutes to go. We have 16 more minutes to call it. Yeah. We have been here talking on national issues. We talked about Kumi's statement saying that the country is
Let's take that call.
okay.
Good morning.
Morning.
You walk away
Hello.
from the morning, so.
Morning.
Good
Good
morning. You are
morning.
live.
Yeah, I just joined your discussion.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Alexander got more quality than that Joseph Braga Paveda. Everybody's going to be out.
Mm.
Yes, Alexander got more quality, and I strongly believe that he's 100% capable of solving 75% of Liberia's problem.
Joseph Boga, who have worked with the past government for 12 years, and he have been in government for 40 some more years. You said there's an argument here of quality than him, Baba.
Yes, I
Oh,
mean, being in government for long, it doesn't mean that I mean, you're able to solve the country's problem.
oh,
Joseph Braga, should have carried on, a massive development in his home country, well, and even in his community. According to Wikis of Africa, Joseph Braga has 1.3 million, which is not loud for me. I strongly believe it. And I mean, it's just a me, Pape.
okay.
Yes, it's just a me, Pape,
Okay.
trying to rely on government.
All right, my brother. Good morning.
Was of Nigeria.
Good
Morning. How you
morning,
doing,
caller.
Papa?
I am Emmanuel T. Jazzy calling from Lower Johnson here.
Go ahead.
Mhm.
I want to appreciate you for your talking point this morning.
Mm.
The opposition don't have anything to say about this government. They know that the government is working, but they will not know how to tell the people say, oh, the government is working because there are people that want to go into power. So they will always say things that will be negative to the people. So the people can be able to buy that sentiment and be able to go there into power. And we know their plans and we know all their games. We know and we are preparing for them. So let them be there and be saying all kinds of things. Let them wait for the for them. They will get to know what I be like that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you too. Uh, Call us on 0770-907-907, 088-0907-907. We are here to intercept your calls. We are talking on what happened in Yekepa Nimba County, about the Asila Meta issue. Presently, they are not working because uh, one of their employees was shot by an angry crowd. Why police had to go and search their house, and the police actually found things that belongs to Asina Metal Company in some of these people houses. But let's take this call. Good morning.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yes. Good morning.
Good morning to the voice of Labrador.
Okay.
Okay, for me, what I got to say is that if we leave with us, we expect Mr. Kutin to sit up because after Joe, we are not seeing anybody. Those who coming around, they are just people that are coming around to stress for their friend's good.
So
Okay.
But
you
it
say
is
job we have to finish
necessary
why
for
you going
Mr.
there?
Kume after Joe, second time we are looking at Mr. Kume in Labrador to be off. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, almost.
It's not lunchtime
Lunchtime
yet.
is not yet.
You guys got to know your lunchtime. Lunchtime is 12. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. You are live. Your name and where to reach your next one.
Yeah, man, it's Prince. Upper Corway, Samukatan, Community.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just going on in my country.
Mm.
I contend it.
Okay.
Yeah, because the people like you was not to be this to the president always the president say you need peace. But all day people going around doing what doing bad thing, bad thing. So I contend that out there.
Mm.
Contend it.
Thank
And
you.
again, remember, exactly remember we what thing you will be president Google.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But
Thank
why
you.
am I telling Cummins to wait for October 10? It's like Cummins will win the election.
Elara, I want to see because
Because I was that right. I'm calling here to be like,
yeah, just
I
wait.
shall wait for
Please.
October 10.
Right
Cummins,
after
shall wait.
no, the other people say they say you must just wait with me president Google.
Yeah, yeah.
Not just president
Good,
president
good.
Google.
Yeah.
So that's it. This is a fun on our side, interacting with you sometimes is fun
Yeah.
for us because the public are just entertaining. There is no bad day on the microphone.
No.
No bad day.
And we are here to serve you guys with information. So
Yeah.
that's it. You are listening to Voice of Liberia, your favorite radio station. If you say it's not your favorite, I will make it your favorite today. Yeah.
Call us on
That's
0770-907-907-907. And for you to be told this is not a lunch program, we are discussing the paper this afternoon.
mm,
Then we're looking at different things making headlines. The agenda is on military rules, and Alexander Cummings are condemned the ills within our government.
okay. So let's take a long start.
Good morning.
Good
Yeah, good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are live.
Yeah, my name is Fobia Azenime. The state that go football college run district WW to Capital.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the issue.
Sorry, like,
I,
good morning.
firstly, let me first start with condemning the issue on Nima County that said a major issue, but to the Kumis, that Kumi of Waka, what you see, budget, but that's the other way. That Jowia is keeping and when they will get Jowia plan. To make Jowia the next thing will have brought. Don't see nobody in the way.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So Joria will continue to rule over the country forever and ever. Amen.
Yeah, because the
Hmm.
people they all see that's so joke us. So
Okay.
joke with you.
All right. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are live.
Good. I just want to throw light on the issues at Nima,
Go
and
ahead.
which is very bad. That's the reason why we're still having problems having people coming to the country to invest. And we always have this problem. People come here, they bring their money, whatever the government tell them to do, they do. Because the area in which they are mining or doing their production or whatever they're doing, there are leaders around there, and I'm doing well or justice to
Hmm.
them. And therefore, when these things happen, the same leaders cannot stand up to tell their citizens that you guys are wrong, do not do this.
Hmm.
So how do we expect Liberia to grow?
What's your name, sir?
This is Natonia Johnson.
From where? Calling from where?
I'm calling from Liberia.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So how do we expect to attract investors to come and invest in this country? Mind you, we got a lot of free lands. There's a lot of things that can attract investors. But it comes down to ourselves. If we cannot change our minds in how we relate with people, it will be hard for us to develop.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So we have
7 more minutes. Let's take that call.
good morning.
Hello.
Your name, where are you calling from?
That
Okay.
person left the line already. So we have for 7 more minutes to go. We
Let's
will
just take
take
four more.
4 more calls, right? Okay.
Good morning, your name and where you calling from?
Oh, this is Patrick Estima coming from Zimbabwe. Wisho Island.
Go ahead, Patrick.
Thank you for your supplemental discussion. The Nigerian country people that bring policy talk there about revolution. So we can't play there.
We
And
will
then
not be that
Joseph
personal.
Waka
We
with
will
his
not be
son,
that personal, Baba.
Joseph Waka with his son, Alexander Kumi. Then Joseph Waka goes back to the plantation. And Alexander Kumi go back to Kukula because they put so on the street to look for lazy and other things. So then you go and reach yourself and then we say by fish. And we call food, which is sugar. They are king or so position. We just go back and say, 23. We get in one shot. And
Okay.
more now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me know if you want your talking here this morning. Can you say like many posts to go in the street? You don't have any proof to what you were saying.
There's no fights.
Yeah, so you can say things that are on the radio.
Call us on 0770-907-907, 080-907-907. Call us, discuss the issues. Don't attack personality. Make your points. Tell the Liberian people what you want to say. Don't attack individual. Don't use profane languages. Don't use words that you don't have proof of. This is the public space. So keep putting in your calls on 0770 907 907. Call us this morning and let's discuss as we look at Niger, who has fallen prey to military rule. And we also look at CPP Senator Elizana Kumis condemning ills within society when it comes to lawlessness, squandering of resources, wasteful spending, and there's a lot more. Call and tell the Liberian people your own takes on our discussion for today, but please do not insult anybody. I don't know if we have Facebook comments.
Yes. Uh,
I don't know.
Let's take that for while we put in the comments
Okay,
together.
let's pick this call.
okay.
Good morning, your name and where you calling from?
My name is Benedict Tabla. I'm calling from Unicoru.
Why?
I just want to tell the Liberian people, I just want to tell Josh Madden we are thanking you for his power and being in time. I've been praying you go for this good
Okay.
year.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you.
very much.
That's not a topic. I don't.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're alive.
Yeah. Liberia situation concerning
Your
the
name and
community.
where do you join us from?
My name is Eric Johnson. I come from Canada.
Okay.
Yeah. The people who say Alexander Comey is wrong and nothing happening, they're not even Liberia. The movie Titanic, when the ship was singing, they had one band, or the people were still playing band, they were praising. While the people were jumping off the ship, they were dancing. Like, hey, Joe, we had a second thing to see. Like, here's the second thing. Nothing happening. Not even Liberia. I got close. Whether Comey win or not, the issue remains Liberia is bad on a George Weah. That's the fact.
Mm.
It's
That's
bad,
the fact.
right? Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
That's your point.
So we will take our last call and then we call it a day, yeah, on 0770 Who's that lucky last caller in July and the last day in July too? Uh, what's that? What's that lucky caller? We have 3 more minutes to go. Just 3 more minutes. We will take this person and then we call all day. But just as we look forward to that, we will turn over to Mafila Kamara for her parting statement before leaving.
Well, as always, Liberians, let's maintain the peace that we all enjoy in this country. Like I'm always saying on this platform, it is upon us to maintain the peace that we enjoy. So my name is Mafila Kamara. So, Kamara.
Okay, thank you very much, Mafidia. And what I want to say this morning is shalom, peace. Whether you like me or not, whether you love Samaria or not, the most important thing is Mama Liberia. And we have to push this country agenda to the fullest. Keep following, like our page, drop your comment, and have a nice day. Grace Williams Joshua. Happy birthday, Hobby, once more. Thank you.
Okay, so wow, so you didn't even wait for me to address that. Like you just said it in a very Monday. I saw it on Facebook. Today is Grace Williams Joshua or husband birthday, and that's a big one from me to him this morning. This is our Ambassador Mohammed Fani Kane, and he says, I'm following the conversation from Paul River. You guys keep it out. Keep it up. I mean, thank you, Ambassador Mohammed. It's nice having you there. So, this is how we call it a day on today's paper. We featured 4 local dailies and we had the front page African newspaper, the Daily Observer newspaper, the Inquirer newspaper, and the independent newspaper. So all thanks to our callers, all thanks to our viewers, our listeners, our commenters, continue to follow Voice of Liberia 104.1 because we bring you trendy issues, we bring you facts, nothing but facts on this radio. My name is Emiria Wawula, and I was here with Grace Williams Joshua and Mafila Kamara. Till we see you Wednesday, this is how we would like to say goodbye from our end. And also, a big thank you to Victor Jonesy. He had been here controlling the live. He was behind the camera, our technical man. Thank you, Victor. And this is how we call it a day. Till we see you Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. I'm Simiria. Thank you.